Okay, so this is our funnel. What we have here, this section is customer acquisition. That's what that section is for. And this section is focused on retention plus brand advocacy. These are two extremely important parts of the funnel. Of course, customer acquisition. Then we have retention, brand advocacy. To start off with customer acquisition funnel, we know consumer psychology and understand the brain and what gets a consumer or someone in the market to convert to a company or to buy from a company to support a company or become a user. They have to know, like, and trust the organization. They have to know, like, and trust the brand. So instead of typically advertisers or companies, they might just have like they might spend a couple $1,000s on one video and push it out there with a big budget and just hope and pray that they get lots of conversions. But we like to approach advertising sort of like dating, where on the first date, with a girl or a guy, you're not going to ask them to go out with you. You're not going to ask them to marry you on the first date. You're going to learn their story, learn who they are, learn their interests, what they care about. Do you like them? All these different things. You want to build a relationship. So in the first part of the funnel, that's where we can acquire these customers for such little cost. So we're actually building a relationship with them rather than just trying to get a conversion. So how this works is on Facebook, we might send an awareness ad, and after someone watches this video, the awareness ad, we're not asking them to download the app. We're not asking them for their money. We're not asking them to become a customer. We're just sharing the story. After they've seen this video, I can bucket the people who have watched this video into what's called a custom audience on Facebook, and I can begin to retarget the people who watched this video with engagement content. Maybe this is a testimonial of a user or a testimonial of a customer, depending on who the targeting for that specific campaign is for. Then after they've seen that video, the reality is they've seen two videos. So they've seen a video with this about the Snapchat story, maybe about the founders, and they've seen a testimonial. By that point, after they've seen both those two videos, there's a much higher inclination that they might actually become a customer. So then we will send them some conversion content. Okay, so here's why you want to download Snapshift. Here's the benefits that you can get from being a Snapshifter or being a customer. 90% success rates, different stats like that. But we don't ever ask them to convert until they've seen this third video, because there's just an actual relationship there. People know they know Snapshift, they like Snapshift, and they can trust Snapshift because they've seen 3 videos rather than just having a one-shooter video and just kind of hoping and praying that it works. But that's just customer acquisition. Of course, we want to set up a funnel that amplifies word of mouth at scale, because word of marketing is the most powerful form of marketing. I don't care if you have $1 million a month advertising budget. If you're not setting up your funnel to get people to talk about you and share your story, share your product, then you're gonna be too reliant on your budget and you won't be able to scale as properly. So we've gone through the first stage, customer acquisition. Once we have the customer, once we have them as a user, once they've downloaded the app, we don't stop there. We're only 50% of the way through. Most time when people are advertising, once they get a conversion, they're done and they go party. But that's just halfway through for us. We want to build a relationship with them, not only provide a good experience with the product and with shifts being taken by the workers or shifts being posted by the venues, we want to make sure that the relationship is good from the product side, but also from a marketing side. After they've seen these 3 videos, after I've created a bucket, a custom audience of people who've seen all these videos, the conversion audience, people who have converted to Snapchat, I'm going to continue sending them content, continue sending them videos, whether it be interviews of users, whether it be more testimonials, whether it just be cool awareness content, just stuff that's like engaging content. I'm going to continue sending them stuff so they can just become more familiar with the brand and just continue to build that relationship. I'm going to do whatever I can to get them and turn them into a fan for Snapshift and of Snapshift, because they'll start to use Snapshift a lot more. They'll start to remember Snapshift. They'll start to, that top-minded awareness will be a lot more easier to get because they actually are a fan of Snapshift rather than just being a user, right? There's an actual relationship there. So that's where the customer relationship and the retention comes in, and ultimately the brand advocacy. So we're going to continue sending them content, continue retargeting them, the individuals who are in the custom audiences with content, continue providing great experience within the app, within the product, so eventually they can become brand advocates so they can refer other people to use the app. Because the reason why it's much easier for people to refer the app, taking this process rather than just kind of having just a one conversion ad, sending it out on Facebook and just kind of forcing it down people's throats, putting $3,000 on it and forcing it down to get those conversions. When we do it this way, people feel that, you know, we aren't selling SnapShift when we have this funnel set up, because we're creating custom audiences based on people who have watched a certain percentage of our video. So people who aren't interested in SnapShift, let's say they watch a video for 6 seconds, I'm creating custom audiences off of people who will watch our video for 10 seconds. So people who aren't interested, who watch the video for less than 10 seconds, I'm not retargeting them with content. So I'm only retargeting people who've indicated that they want to learn more about SnapShift. So by the time people get down here, it's been a very smooth process for them to become a fan of SnapShift. You know, they didn't get forced. They didn't, you know, have SnapShift, you know, sold down their throat. It was a very smooth process to become, you know, user SnapShift. So there's gonna be a much higher percentage of them, you know, sharing SnapShift. They're saying, hey, there's this really cool company. You know, they actually have stuff to share about the company. They actually know the story about the company. So when they're opening conversation with their friends, you know, at work or whatever, they have stuff to talk about. So it's much easier for people to become a user of SnapShift, because from having their friend share the story of SnapShift, which is that word of mouth effect, they're gonna be just much more inclined to download the app because it's their friend telling them about SnapShift. So there's already that trust set up. So this is the 6-phase amplification engine that we have for SnapShift.